Welcome everyone, it's time for more Anno 1800. Well, last time I gave my investors in their skyscrapers even more good stuff. We are up to, and including, furniture store, which is this thing over here, currently producing produces lamps. It doesn't produce estimated bankers' lamp sales, it produces lamps. There you go. So those are being taken care of. I now realize that you are actually not in range of that, so you can't actually be there. You have to be here instead. There we go, that's much better. Lovely. So, where we are right now is that we are producing everything, and quite well as well. So we can go up to the next level, which is probably what we will do in this episode in just a few moments. We shall see. But moving forward, we have I did get a delivery of windows. I think I've already used up a whole lot of those windows, didn't I? I think I did. So there you go. I got like 300 windows. We're down to 65, so that's great. How many windows do we use for one of these? 10. So I can't actually do all my 15 skyscrapers, which is a little bit sad, but it is what it is. I've also made a few changes here because of the panorama effect, because it was sort of stifling a little bit here, so that's why I removed the corners here and moved those up here instead. So I'm sort of starting with the skyscrapers over here as well, because I probably do want more than just the ones that I have, but we'll see. There we go, that's all fine. Now, the other thing that I did in the last episode is, well, there's someone lacking, isn't there? Yeah, I kinda got rid of Margaret Hunt. I didn't actually mean for that to happen, but when I took over this island, Strathrankor, apparently that was her last island. So she's no more. She's been ousted from the entirety of this this thing. I did not mean for that to happen, but it happened. So, well, okay. I'm sad to see her go, but I'm also happy that I have this island, because we're gonna, at some point, maybe, probably we shall build up this island. I'll say maybe, we'll see. I have it at least, so that's fine. And the third thing that we did, and we're going to continue with in this episode, is I'm starting to build up the defenses. And the reason for that is that I want this bloody war with Alonso to be over, just so I can ignore it, or ignore him forever. But the game thinks that he has a lot more military power than I do, my 432 to his 1034. And that's basically all cannons and stuff like that he has. So if I start building up and I do this little getup that I have here, I think we should be good. Alright, we are apparently starting with a... Oh, I do not want that. I'm just gonna remove it. There we go. A little bit of that. But yeah, so I have a setup of one anti-armor and one flamethrower, then two mounted. I have the same over here. Why do you have two? That's a... Oh, right. The reflection and the shadow. That's weird. That's a weird effect, but completely reasonable, yes. Anyway, so I've done that there. Is that still over there? Yes, that's the only place where we are currently being attacked, and have been for quite some time. But we've done that. We are now looking at this place. I have... You know what? Let's start here, because I'm planning on building out this thing primarily. So we're gonna bump that up to full. We're gonna bump that up to full. We're gonna bump that up to full. And there we go. Can I? Yes, I can do that. Go here. You, meanwhile, pick up. It's a bit weird, because I'm actually now gonna take back. Right, yeah. If I do that, I mean, what I primarily need to move is actually just bricks. Okay, then. Yeah, I think it is bricks largely that we are lacking. We're lacking for this one bricks, and for this one concrete bricks and heavy guns, and heavy artillery, and then sort of the same thing over there. You just keep being attacked there, that's fine. But the idea is basically to have all of this everywhere. Starting with the new world, sorry, the old world, which is where we are, and then moving onwards to, I suppose, the new world. So we're gonna have to bring a whole lot of resources over to the new world. But we'll make it work, don't worry. I've also placed now repair cranes everywhere, so that we have, you know, should he for some reason, or anyone for some reason, start attacking me, I don't see when that will happen, but let's just say it does happen, then we are very ready. I should have done this like ages ago. For also that reason, influence is a thing, so how about we also check in on this? Are we ready to launch a new one? Nope, not just yet. We did one very recently, that's true. Right, let's dump some concrete in there. Let's dump some heavy artillery, etc. So now we should be able to get that one, but not that one. What are we lacking for that? We're lacking even more concrete. There's a lot of concrete. That's true. It's a lot of concrete. There we go.
A competitor's island withstood an attack.
So there we go. That's this island's defenses. We don't have anything else here. No. Right, let's bring you back here. You're right with the guns and the steel beams. Let's...
Steersman?
No, I did something wrong. Go back. Go back. Go back. Forgot that I was supposed to pick up stuff. Got that. So you are picking up... Well, actually, you know what? You can keep the bricks. That's actually fine. We have both of those. Okay, you know what? You're actually fine. But you will pick up the remaining... You know what? No, you can have everything. It's fine, actually. You just keep that. There we go. What are you? You're mysterious. Oh, you're just a pirate. I don't care about pirates. There we go. He's coming back. We're gonna do the same thing again. Let's pick up all of the stuff. There we go. Can go here for now. So, back to Cape Trelawney. And back to the skyscrapers. The biscuits, we had a little bit of a snag with the biscuits. I think it was the flour, but now, since I built a few more, we're actually, I think, looking good. But I did, at the end of the last episode, look a little bit on this, and we have a few things we need to consider.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
You have arrived here, and you're supposed to do this, and then the Razor Lamb. Right, you're supposed to do that. So this is fun, by the way. Back to the base, I get a very interesting character. I get Lord High Admiral Landaski, the Astute. So, movement speed, damage to sailing ships. Obviously, this ship doesn't need that, but whatever. So, you know what? What's the situation here? I have... Oh, how long have you been here? Oh. Oh no, I forgot that as well. Oops. Okay, well, we can now deal with this because I have now first. Do I want to do this right now? Because I'm not sure I want to. I can replace this though. Instead of the mosquito net, productivity 25, I can get the 35 instead. So that's something. But then we had this guy, irrigation capacity, which is okay. It's not bad, but like it's not super important either. And that is actually, we don't need that one there. Get it away, because that is a paper mill. And you don't actually reach the trade union here. Sorry, you don't reach the thingamabobber here, but we can move you so that you do reach. I place you there. Now you reach, right? There we go. So now you have a little bit extra capacity, which is nice. But yeah, the plan is obviously to do the superphosphate fertilizer to get the productivity up even higher on these, but number of modules goes up as well. So I need to basically rethink this entire operation here, which I don't really feel like doing right now. So we're gonna come back to this, don't worry. But I think for now we are producing... Oh, we are lacking a few people though, which is again very interesting. We can deal with that. We can, or are we lacking something? No, we're not.
Isn't it?
We're lacking a little bit on hibiscus tea, as a matter of fact. Are we? Hibiscus tea. Shouldn't be. Do we just do one more then? You are... Oh, we're missing hibiscus, though. Oh, okay, hold on. Hibiscus? Yeah, okay, fair enough. We're missing hibiscus. Let's go to Hibiscus Island and say hello. No, that's Indigo Island. That's not Hibiscus Island. Wait, aren't you doing hibiscus yourself? Yes, you're doing hibiscus. So, right, we have the trade union here. Now, can I... It would have to be like in the middle, which doesn't feel smart. Is that also hibiscus?
How may I help?
That is also hibiscus. Okay, you know what? That's fine then. If I do trade union and I do it like here-ish, that's fine. You can have the greenhouse for a little bit more effect here. But still, we're lacking people, so let's just get that done. So what I'm thinking is that and that, that and that, and then we copy this guy. There we go. We can delete that road. And once you are filled in, we have 15. Oh, I did way too much now. But that's fine, hopefully. Maybe a complaint about goat milk, but we'll see. Anyway, back to Cape Trelawney,
I'm
because...
delighted to introduce our new colleague.
I am... Oh, that is the guy. That is the guy, right? Yes. Now we have this guy, Seasoned Salter. More productivity for my mines.
It's a surprise inspection.
It is a salt mines. I really hope this... It does say salt mines. It's not salt mines, it's sand mines. Not salt. You're completely pointless. Go away. It's sand. Okay, but... Okay, hold on. What can I do about this? Can you can be affected by one of these guys. Okay, if I do that... And we just look at, let's say, that guy. Yes, you are affected by that. Okay, so we can... God, okay. Lovely. Right, we need to do something completely different. We need to add, instead, stuff for production buildings. And that is the... not luminar. Shells of fire, I don't care about, obviously. Brick, concrete, crop farms, where is it? I have so many items. Cloth is not sand. That is quite clear. Here we go. Printing press, all production buildings, 25% production. You need to go high up. And you know what? Trade union items, first and foremost. Do we have a slaughterhouse, cannery? You just need to look at the people as well, because some people actually do, you know, work for what it is that I need them to work for, so to speak. That was very clear. All production workers need maintenance costs. I don't care so much about that. Once again, cloth, orchards, no. That was just the luminar. Foundries. They are not foundries, I do believe. Jewelers, assembly lines. All assembly lines, that's a pretty interesting one. But maintenance cost is up is ridiculous. All production building, maintenance cost, chance of fire. I don't care about that. There we go. Ah, that one. Sand mine. Here we go. You work for that reason, or for that thing as well. That's workforce, I don't care. But does that mean... Ooh, does that mean that... No, that's ironwork and foundry. No, I was thinking about the other things, the things that I had for that thing. Yes,
It's
no.
a mercy for them, the incompetence.
Apparently I destroyed a ship at some point. Okay. That's absolutely fine. I'm down for that. Do I have anything then? Paper mill, no. All production, but not production, so to speak. All arms producing multi-factories. We don't care about that right now. I think that is as far as I can make it happen. That's clay, not sand. All production again, that's that. Okay, you know what, but that's at least 2 things. Maintenance, alright, that's the turbo thing. Are you... Ooh, well, that is actually interesting. Are you... You are powered already, so that's absolutely fine, don't care about that. But there we go, 2 items that I can add that will actually have an effect on these guys, because we are lacking in sand a little bit, or yeah, the quartz that we get from it. So that's one thing, but if we look at production here in Crown Falls, we can see that we are lacking a few things. Grain. We were talking about grain, and why I couldn't really do more is because I was lacking, and still am lacking, steam and motors. Now, I did something about that in the last episode. What did I move down here? I moved the light bulbs down here, but I did build another one of these guys. Now, we do have a slight... well, we had a slight issue with steel and brass, but that's looking okay now. But how many of those do we have now? And is the number increasing? Oh, that's the question. Is the number actually increasing? And let's go down here. See, we're not even close. Oh, no. We need to do so much more. Okay. Why are you being extreme? Okay, I need to boost you guys. I need to place you in a situation where I can boost you, because this is not working. Okay. How do I plan this? Man, there's just so many things that are... It's like almost like the important bits are not being boosted. Like I'm boosting block and burr and stuff like that. Like, why am I boosting that necessarily? What I can do, however, is I can see that I can have another... See, it would be nice if I could have it like here, but I can't have it there. I can't have it here, though. Okay, you know what? This guy... I'm really sorry. You need to go. Go away. The power plant does reach there. So you know what? This road... Go away. Maybe even that road go away. Let's have a look here. I mean, you are fire station, which is fine. I'm actually gonna also... We have one here, but I'm gonna add one right around the back there. But that means that I can sort of move this, move that, get you in here, and actually move everything one step further. Do that. Get you there. Load up. Get one more. And now, trade union. That can cover quite a bit here, actually. If it wasn't for the fact that it's too close. But it can go here. There we go. So that now entails bicycle, rum distillery, which is completely pointless. I can actually sort of remove this. I suppose it does a bit of good work. It's not like I'm lacking coal and potatoes. So whatever. Ooh, you don't actually have, you think, access to a warehouse. We can fix that. Can we? Can I not have one there? That would have been... Is it... Why does it feel like I should be able to build it there? Apparently I can't build it there. Okay, you know what? Get rid of that. Because if I do that, I can have it here. There we go. And then we upgrade that. Bam. So now you can basically service these specifically, sort of. Right. But we need to boost these assembly lines. That is the ticket. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go back again to development, etc. So now we need for assembly lines. And what, hold on, let me just, if there's a specific word, it's motor assembly line.
Ship under attack.
I'm gonna assume that that is, yeah, I see a ship over there, so that's fine. There we go, item development, a units that we can't search for, but here we go, assembly line, for example. All assembly lines and all artisan workshops. Productivity up by 55, maintenance cost down. I mean, that's just a really good item, like in total. And I'm gonna actually boost you up so that you're ahead of everything. Sewing machine, fan, laboratory. Ooh, we did that one. Fire extinguisher. We need to look into that. Ball manufacturing. We are not doing ball manufacturing, but we are looking at, as I said, on all not production buildings, because assembly lines are not production buildings. Assembly lines don't produce stuff. Well, they do, but like they assemble things. They don't produce things in such a in that way. At least not how the game thinks about it. So we're not looking at that. That is all for. Yeah, that's all for the new world. All assembly lines. Productivity up. Oh, that's the maintenance cost up. But I'm doing well on that, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna take that. We had the drinks one, which I could sort of use there. Ironworks, no. Production, no. No. That's why am I looking at those? Luminar, orchards, production, gramophone. What's that one? Will work. Right. Ironworks and foundries, which is not what we're looking at. Mills, etc. Carpentry, steelworks. We have some guy or gal, I think, for assembly lines. Well, we have several, I think. I don't remember what they were, though. Yep, that was the thingamajig. There we go. That's cab assembly line, specifically. So not what we need. Bootmaker. Hacienda stuff. Artisanal kitchen.
The ingenious device is complete.
Cloth. Arms producing, so not what we're doing. Bunch of other things. Production, paper mill, and base and potato farm. I think I should have at least one more thing. I mean, do I have to go? But haven't I researched all of these? I mean, I could, I suppose, do like a lower level item as well, because you can stack those. You can. The only thing is that you can't have the same item twice, but you can absolutely have. That's actually true. Hunting cabin, productivity up. I didn't think about you.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Saint d'Artois, Vision of the Valley, Town Hall, Chance of Villas Town, Chance of Write Down, bonus residence. Cool. We can probably make use of her immediately. So who was it that was in... there are some of these that are for specifically what I'm talking about. Bloody hell. Why can't we just search for keywords? I hate this. This is one of the worst thing about this game. You can't search for, like, let's say, champagne cellar, and you get all the items that affect champagne cellar. You can't do that. It's very stupid. You are also interesting for the rum distillery, by the way. Production. Oh, is it just cab assembly, the ones that I have? Specifically, ooh, shopping arcades. Not really super interesting. Also shopping arcades for, of course, a lot of activities. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just say that. That's fine. We just finished something else. What the hell did I just finish while we were doing all of that? I finished... Am I even gonna see it? It's not that one. What did I just finish? Probably that one. Mamer of Mustelids. Yes, probably that one. And we are gonna wait, I think. Well, actually, I can just ship it over, I suppose. Yeah, because we're doing... Oh, do I actually... Oh, hold on. Maybe it's time to ship stuff over.
New orders.
You... Or are you a... Right, you're the Kraken's Call. You're the one that's, I think, supposed to do a an expedition at some point, if I care. We'll see. But hold on. We have that one. We don't have the other item. Didn't I produce... I have the druid sickle, which works for the hunting camel. Let's just grab that. I'm pretty sure I was producing the other. I don't remember. So you're gonna come down here. You're gonna come down here because we have this situation. Yeah, we already have that. Okay, never mind that. Okay, I'm just gonna ship that there. You are actually thinking that we are maxing out on that. Are we maxing out over here as well? That almost sounds weird to me. We are very, very, very much capping out on first. Okay, well that's that's a pleasant surprise. We are right, yeah, okay. We're getting into more things that we are lacking in, by the way. But yeah, okay, wait for those items to come in so we can deal with the motors and hopefully don't have to build a whole lot more of those buildings. But we can keep looking at things that are not producing enough. We are not producing enough of filaments. We need more filaments. So let's do more filaments. That is found in... not that one. Which one had filaments? Which one had filaments? Was it even in there? Here we go. Filaments. Yes. Where were the filaments? Ah! These are the filaments, and you are also not being boosted by anything. You are production, however. But yeah, you're basically just outside of the range of, well, everything. Carpentry work once. So you are all for those things, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this guy... Oh.
How will you piece it together now?
Oh.
You must know, the last thing I want is a repeat of the Battle of Trelawney.
Oh.
If we both delve into the haycock for that very special needle, there's more chance at least one of us snags a bloody thumb.
Intriguing.
I make my best work.
We also get something.
You're playing best of 3. I hope you realize the seriousness of such a gamble. It seems you had better win.
Did this just happen? Because I didn't do anything. Okay. Right. Again, this guy, clockmaker maintenance cost instead of gold, the process is brass. If I remove you, that's one thing. Clockmaker productivity up, etc. That's fine. We can deal with that. And fur dealer, cotton fabric, instead of cotton fabric, you processes wool. But how are we looking on cotton fabric? Okay, quite little. Okay. You get to stay then. But I am gonna want to move you. Because see, this is the problem. I can't. Well, if I. Ooh, can you be? Okay. We're gonna deal with this. We're gonna fix it. You all go there. You go there. You all move up here. Almost. You all move up here. We'll deal with that guy. Okay, you can just go... Crap. Just be here for now. It'll be fine. Then we grab you up here. I don't even know if you need to build that row there. But there we go. Go pick those guys back up. And you come down here. So now that guy... covers and can cover a little bit more if you just move it one step, I think. Yeah, so now you actually cover all of those. And if we add into here something that I don't have but can produce, that is to say items for production buildings, well, would you believe it? There we go. So it's back again here, but now I kind of know where I am supposed to look. It's not that one. It's that one. Production buildings. I'm already producing one of them, so let's just produce 2 of them. And then we are gonna look for something else that's just also interesting for production. Or do I have anything that's specifically then filament factory? I don't think I've seen any filament factory thing. So I sadly don't think. Would they count as a foundry? Probably not. Probably not. I could produce one of those. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna add one, but you can be at the bottom of the queue. Chance of fire I don't care about. Luminar. And then we have production work for steel and maintenance. I want more production, please. That's the only thing that I care about. Only thing I care about is more production. Bauxite extractor, etc., etc. All production workforce, food production. Bloody hell, is there absolutely nothing else that just boosts product? There is at least one thing that produces, or rather increases production, isn't there? I'm so certain of it that it feels weird that I'm not finding it. It's just maintenance and stuff like that. I don't care about that. Spectacle, etc. Could be that we need to do a few of those, but we'll see. Cloth. Industrial oil press. No. Damn it, I don't think there is anything more. That is very annoying. Yeah, it is the printing press. Damn it. Okay, fine. That'll have to be them, but we'll look at that one too. Right, we have the first one of those items.
I think we have it.
So we shall add that to. What are you lacking? Oh, have we used up that much steel then? There we go. Whabam. That is another 55% productivity. So, how's the situation with the boats that are shipping the... are we now not producing enough? Oh, right, yeah, okay. I knew about that too. This iron deposit is working, but it's very unimpressive, that's true. But here's the point, I have many iron mines still in here that we can easily, I mean, iron,
We can't
for example. So let's see, I don't know why I haven't done this, there we go. Bam. Because if you look at iron specifically here, if we go up a bit... Okay, so now we're producing iron here at least. And are we... Is it the point that we're shipping iron? Hold on. We are Crown to Kiruth shipping iron. Penny Farthings we're also doing very poorly on, by the way. Do we need to ship more iron, maybe? So you just delivered, I think, a full... No, you... Why did you not deliver iron?
Celebrate your leadership.
Why did you not deliver iron? I mean, clearly we must have iron here, yeah, but only 20. Okay, but I just did those 2 mines. We have that one, we have a mine here. We have a mine here. I mean, these are just sitting here not doing anything. I mean, bloody hell, man. Just get the iron production up. There's absolutely zero reason not to. We'll have you connect to there. We'll have you connect to there, like so. But you are going to need, I believe... yes. Small warehouse, just sitting right next by to you. There we go. What's over here? I was about to say, but that's the mine. That's how that works. So there we go. We've upped the iron production, which will have a positive effect over here. Bloody hell, this is not going terribly well, is it? Anyway, so that's one thing. Yes, as you also noticed, penny farthings we're not producing enough of. Have I even been able to produce enough steam motors? No. Should I help out? Because I can.
Cargo station.
Right, these guys. I've completely forgot about all of this. So focused on Cape Trelawney. You can go back there. You can pick up... Where do we have it? There we have it. Bunch of concrete. You pick up a bunch of bricks as well as the guns. There we go. And we are gonna hop off to over here, Dowry, because they're also gonna be fitted with the stuff. I've prepared that one. I've also prepared over here, Mealmouth, even though these islands currently aren't actually being used, which they also, that is true. I mean, okay, this one does the oil, that's true, but like, yeah, not much more. I also haven't boosted these, which I probably ought to do as well at some point, I don't know. But that's that. But I was thinking, and now I'm using those two boats for that reason. I'm just gonna have 2 more cargo ships here, because don't we have quite a number of steam motors here? Yep. So we could just help out a little bit, like a quick fix, so to speak. But that was one thing. That was one thing we are looking into. Iron ore, yes. Look at these islands together, because this is sort of where we need to look. So we can see that we are actually not producing enough iron still. So more boosting of those, I suppose, more production, or the more trade unions with items in them. We can fix that. But I noticed other things. Of course, we're getting to that. Windows, yes. What was it that I saw? First, somehow, I'm not quite sure, because we're absolutely capping out on the first. So how the hell is it that we're not producing enough first? How is that possible? Like, we're capping out on the first. I don't understand that one, really. Oh, Adam Falls. I didn't include Adam Falls. Sorry. Yes. You apparently have this thing then. Okay. And that's... Where the hell did I... Oh, did you like... Oh, no, stop it. Did you like move past someone? Because I think you moved past someone that you shouldn't have moved past. Oh, well. Add the thing here. Isn't this for... No, that's for the carpentry stuff. But there we go. We can now boost that even further. I suppose if we look at production, we should include Adam Falls as well. So now if we look at that and look at first, yeah, see, there we go. But, what else was it that I saw? Oil, we know of. Zinc is still a little bit under. We should look into that. Spectacles. We need more spectacles. I don't know if that is an effect of what I just did, but I have seen the need of spectacles be present. So, is it engineers? Yes, it's engineers. So I have 2. We can have 1 more. Can you fit in here? Yes, you can. With that one, we are looking good. Nice. Penny farthings again, but penny farthings also is the issue that we are not producing penny farthings because we don't have the steel. So we basically need to rethink here a little bit. I have this guy who does steel, but I think that you, now that I've started increasing the iron production, how about you actually do 2 of those, and we can remove that one and maybe add something else at some point. Let's do that. But let's also indeed think about this. Because we have 2 iron mines here. Can I fit a... No. Can't fit a trade unit there right now. Then we have... definitely can do it here though. So here we go. We can have a trade union sitting right here. That affects that iron mine, but actually also the clay pits. So we can boost those up a bit. So let's look into more item development. We should also do a bit of other work as well. So here we go. Clay pits. That's that one. Productivity workforce needed down. We'll add that one. And I do want that. I'm also already producing that, but that was for the sand mine. So after that, we do that. And then we had... What did we have for... Let's look at the mines where I wanted to do a bit of boosting, or did a bit of boosting, I mean. Right, the elevator. Turbo generator, yes. Do I care about the clay mine thing? Because I'm thinking, hold on, wait, no, I don't need the Pertwee thing here, do I? No, right, I don't need the Pertwee thing. So we add the elevator. I can see it, the elevator, and then we do the printing press again. So many printing presses. That's not the printing press, that is. That is gonna come here. Man, we are stacking up here. Which feels good. I mentioned before that I don't want this to like run out of things, because that just feels wasteful. And well, I'm not running out of things. That's damn true. You can't be built any further. Okay, so that's a thing. But yeah, if we can just boost up the iron production even further. I mean, we have this mine. Again, it's just a mine sitting here that we are not utilizing, so why the hell not, eh? Need to drag that around so we don't impede on that guy, though. So there we go. There's another mine. Do I now have mines on all of them? I think so. Yes. Now, you, Adam Falls, also have iron mines. Yes. We have a lot of people here. Yes. Let's do iron mines here, too. We can also build all of them.
I think we have it.
Okay, we have another item. Both of you are in range of that guy. And if I do this guy with a road here and a road here, you are in range of that guy, which we will also boost a bit. You are fine. So there we go, which means that we can... Oh, is that over there? Yeah, that's fine. Which means that Adam Falls to Crown. We have one that just runs wood. I think you can be gotten rid of that and do iron instead. Like so. Now are you... Yep, just gonna dump those. There we go. Right, because I think that we are actually maxing out on wood, right? Yes, that's not a problem. Good, good, good. No, hold on. You're not supposed to send it there. Well, okay, you know what? You can. You can send it there. They could have sent it just to K-Ruth immediately, but you know what? That's all fine. By the way, I have an island here as well. What do you have? You have coal. Coal is also something we should produce a little bit more of, but I think that we are... If I look at this now, an iron... Are we getting closer? We are almost close, but you can see coal, as a matter of fact. We do need a bit more coal. But let's keep going. Let's keep going with the things that we need to boost here. So those are largely because of iron, but we can see that we are, as a matter of fact, still too low. So we need to produce at least one more, or place at least one more, and we can do that. We can have one right here. So have that one in there, and we now are producing enough. And then steam motors, we're getting there, but I also just did an item. Whabam! It's gonna take these up to 55 plus 80. Now granted, the maintenance cost is now ridiculous, 3,690, which is a very high amount, but I'm making 50,000 as well, so you know what, it's fine. But of course, we're still lacking the steel, that's true. How are you all? I mean, some of you are actually working, I think. What are you all complaining about? Okay, some of you do have some, I suppose. Maybe. You're working a little bit. But yes, we are steadily increasing the amount of iron being shipped to this island. So 85 coming here, for example. Let's have a bit of a look at that. Reach the following amount of new skyscrapers current falls.
Ship constructed.
Engineer skyscraper. Hold on. Also, yes. How many of the hot sauce and soccer balls are you delivering? Basically nothing. But there we go. So now everyone's little carts go bustling about because now we are getting the iron. All of it is, wow, that 80 just disappeared. Okay, but we're getting more, so it's fine. But hold on. Reach the following amount of new skyscrapers. Engineer skyscraper. Hold on. These are, what are these called then? Like if I take an engineer.
Boring! We're shaping the future of consume here. The outside's drab. Has to show off what happens inside. People like gardens, right? Slap a gazebo next to it.
Okay. But okay. Oh, there's engineer skyscrapers as well. I did not think about that. Okay, you also have the same thingamajig here. Doesn't mean that I necessarily wanted that one.
The bee's knees.
I mean, you're investors, you're engineers, so clearly you're not supposed to be that. Instead, how about we do something different here? How about we grab you? Not you. You come over here. You're gonna be the brick one, which is actually what you are all supposed to be as well.
The story of the engineering
You are a
behind
corner
tall
piece. You
structures
should not be a
is
corner
quite
one
ridiculous.
anymore. You should be like this one. Oh, what's that?
I've coaxed a few citizens into a so-called
Oh,
marketing
did I just
circuit.
do that
Your
unwittingly? No.
input is appreciated.
Never mind. No,
Can
yeah.
you stop by the office?
Yeah, market research lab. I kind of like the idea of the building being this way. Or do I? No, because the entrance is actually not there. So never mind. The entrance is more... Oh, actually... Okay, no, they look the same. Both sides. Okay. Well, that's interesting. You're weak because you're low. So now we have engineering skyscrapers as well. Okay, we're gonna chill out with that one then. But apparently... Research. Is that
Soft
you?
surroundings
Oh,
and
hello.
myriad movable.
Romantic guy. What kind of products would you like to see in our stores? That's broad. Well, I moved into a skyscraper apartment. The view is nice and all, but the interiors all look the same. Uh-huh. Okay. Was that enough? Reclusive. How could your current situation be improved? Right now, a drink. Sorry, look, I work in an office. We're shoulder to shoulder in there. There's just no privacy. We also have the Sheepsgate survey subject. How do you perceive our brand? How can I put this? It's very fancy and grand, but it's also expensive and intimidating. I feel a little out of place in that Swish arcade.
A whole bunch of demanding so-and-sos in that survey. How you put up with them on the daily is beyond me. Let's skim the results. Pick our best seller.
Indeed, and we get to make a decision. The market research survey results are in. Where did Miss Jenny put my darn notes? Oh well, don't need them. We had some really dull responses. I cherry-picked the data. I mean, he's frank about it at least. Maybe 80% want fancy furniture, 75% like luxury stuff, and 20% just want a drink. So, my guru, what do you think will make us money? So, furniture, quality, and a drink, a mini bar, or actually I'd like to hear what Theodora has to say about the results. Yes, Theodora. Who the hell's Theodora? I don't know, but we're gonna ask her. What do I think, says this woman? Well, I must say the method of analysis skewed the results. So I'm intrigued by the percentages that you uncovered, Mr. Bader. Well done. If we consider our survey responses, I'd say they want a product to help them personalize their skyscraper apartments and provide a little privacy, while others perceive the Galleria as rather uninclusive and would prefer a range of affordable products. So a vanity screen, decorative grants privacy and well affordability is relative, or it's hard to define a single product. Maybe our focus should be on personalization and affordability. Yes, personalization and affordability. Yes, we have a very diverse customer base. I could write a patent proposal and... Miss Jenny, there's no pleasing everyone. We're here to make a product that sells and I've run out of talk time. My guru, you've taught me to follow my instincts, so let's just go in hard on the vanity screens. Decorative, perfect to hide behind, and really, we don't want every kind in our arcades, do we? So make it pricey. Unlock the vanity screen patent. Cool. Well done, us. Now all we need is a flashy poster and they'll be craving a vanity screen in no time. My guru, we need a slogan. We can play on a sense of luxury or fun, make it rhyme. Galleria Batterette, the height of etiquette, or life is a cabaret. That doesn't actually rhyme, so etiquette, I suppose. Oh, how creative, they'll love it. Now all that's missing is a picture of the vanity screen. Miss Jenny, would you... No, not that one, the other one. Yes, good to see the poster. Lovely. Galleria Batterette, the height of etiquette. That is cool. I don't know why that looked like a skull in there, but that's a bit weird. Okay, so there we go.
2 birds, 1 cartridge. A brand new patent and a dazzling poster advertisement. While Miss Jenny runs the posters round town, us big dogs can crank up production to meet a deluge of demand.
Awesome, we can now do that. Cool. But, hold on. I don't have a gazebo here. Can you just...
The posters are up.
Okay.
Can't be missed. I gave Miss Jenny some time off. She didn't look her usual self.
Uh-huh. Why? Create on any skyscraper 2 times intense panorama effect. Okay. Engineer skyscraper level 2. There's a whole lot of stuff here. We still haven't done this thing. Sail to his lighthouse. Okay, we have an item. And which one was that? Was that for the sand pits, I think? Yes, because we need those to be better. That also included actually the sailmakers, which was not necessary. But a bit of extra for the sand mine. How does that now make it... how well are you now performing? Still not good enough, sadly. Oof, okay. Yeah, okay. Even with that, huh? But yeah, we don't really have clockmaker, cannery, bicycle, sewing machine, carpentry. None of that is interesting here. Steam turbine, but that's
How
terrible.
thrilling! A renowned
Ship
personage.
mechanic. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. Carpentry, cab, artisanal, clockmaker. No, none of that is interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to. You know what? Why am I being stupid about it? I have more islands. Damn it! I have more islands that can do all of that work. Well, I say all of it, but you know what I mean. We have the fishery here. This is the tiniest little beach over here. The thing that you can say about this island is it has very little space on the shores, so to speak. Adam Falls, however... Oh yes, we can do that. Okay, that's a good point. What's that in here? Yes. Sand mine. What is that? That is workers. Absolutely not a problem. We can do very many of these. So let's just start here. If I do, let's say 4, that's a good start, I think. Drag you down, have the warehouse, sit right here. Let's just boost it 1 time. And now, since I know that the wood situation is fine, we're gonna add more sand to the equation as well. There we go. So you guys start working. And if I now look at... well, actually don't need to do that. Core sand, there we go. So, right, yes, utilize the islands that we do have in here. That's the whole point of these islands. They're supposed to, you know, boost, after all. See, coal. I have coal here. Why the hell don't I use the coal that we have? That is also very stupid. Let's drag a road from here, like so, and have a warehouse. But we do need to create another one of these guys. So accept that. Create trade route number 3. And Kitrulani. Okay, let's do Wild Pigeon from Anno Falls to Crown Falls, because let's just do it that way. And coal. Well, let's start with 2. You know what? Get rid of... Damn it. What do you look like? What do you have? No, damn it, I did not need to dump that, because what I wanted to do was basically this. Wood, and then quartz here, deliver, and then this guy adds iron, and bam, there we go. That feels better. You're picking up 1 whole coal, good. But that'll oh, because you probably just went past, I don't know, the quest thing I was talking about there. Right.
Ship under attack.
Right. Don't care about that, that's fine. We're still not at war with the guy, but are these on a timer? I really hope not. Right, so what are we looking at with you before we end? I mean, I can boost you immediately, and I will.
Up to you how and where
Okay.
these towers grow. Just
We can
make
do it
them
again.
grow real high.
I suppose the
Like the
next level
smell
is...
of
You know what, yeah. Let's get you boosted as well. Now we are getting into more chewing gum. But still very, very okay on chewing gum. Oh, that's not how you spell that. Yep, super fine on chewing gum. So as soon as you're done, bam. Now we're getting into new stuff. Typewriter, and then the drugstore, and violence. Okay, now I have to wonder. Artisans, can you also be
What a
skyscrapers?
time
No,
to
you
be
cannot be
alive.
skyscrapers, but that's cool that we have different kinds of skyscrapers. But also, this guy, who's always been the first, whabam, you're up to level 4. So now we do have typewriters here as well, and the billiard tables, there they are. We can't keep going, holy hell, there's even more levels to this. Jesus Christ, man, they're gonna be huge. Okay, well... So we have 1 intense. What was it? We needed 2, I think. Yes. Panorama effect. Let's wait for that until the next episode. But yeah, okay. I have now learned, indeed, about engineering skyscrapers as well. That's nifty. Now, I am wondering, like, do we need multiples of these? Or is it just... as long as we have it, basically. I'm gonna assume that that is the case. But yes, now we get, and that is presumably in here, yes, typewriters, holy hell. Okay, so we need to start producing more ethanol. Well, luckily I have a new island that can help out with all of that nonsense. Okay. Yeah, we need to start producing more stuff. And what the hell? So that's the resin now that I need to produce as well, together with more quartz sand, of course, to make the lacquer. Bloody hell. Okay, well, we're gonna get on that. What did you had the billiard tables. That is one of those assembly lines as well, which also needs lacquer. So it's actually over now to ethanol. So we need more wood and corn. Now, does that mean that in the next episode we actually get to Strathranker? And you don't have corn, that's true. Do I, by any chance, all items, do I by any chance have a corn thingamajig? There's a lot of items here. Trade union. No, I don't seem to have any corn. No, here we go. I only have... well, actually, hold on. We can check down here as well. I do have corn, but that is that is being used in Guayati, so I can't actually do that. So, another plan before we end the episode, because I think, pretty sure, that item development that we have the good stuff, don't we? Yes. So add that to the queue. We're gonna bump that up. I'm just bumping and bumping and bumping. We're never gonna get to these things. I don't even remember what they're for, but yes. Okay, so that's a good thing. And yeah, I suppose that is potentially what we're gonna be doing in the next episode then. We're just gonna start boosting that island up. Okay, well, this is interesting. We apparently have a lot more to do with the skyscrapers. This DLC has been very giving, hasn't it? Yes. So more of that is going to come in the next episode, together with, well, whatever it is that we have to do in order to make everything work, I suppose. For now, though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.